In what can only be described as a ferocious maelstrom of automotive pandemonium, the Circuito de Jerez played host to the 15th round of the J2iCS, a race that could kindly be likened to a piranha tank during feeding time. The drivers, with their fragile egos and flamboyant helmets, embarked on a journey filled with the sweet scent of burning rubber and the ear-piercing wails of tortured engines. At the epicenter of this high-octane circus was none other than William Hamsfar Jr., blasting his way to P1 as if propelled by some divine force, or more believably, an obscene amount of horsepower. His race, an exemplar of mechanical symbiosis, ended with a fairy tale finish, proving that sometimes, just sometimes, nice guys don't finish last. They win, and then they probably gloat about it in the most insufferable manner. Then there was Hayden Fowler, our silver medalist, who miraculously finished in P2 despite a race strategy that seemed to have been concocted during a particularly disorienting fever dream. Fowler's performance was akin to a chess grandmaster playing checkers, bewilderingly overqualified, yet strangely effective. Stephen Lecota, landing softly in P3, lent credence to the theory that consistency is key, even in a race that resembled less a motorsports event and more a destruction derby sponsored by a paint company. Lechota's approach, steady as a rock in a storm of mechanical chaos, showcased the finesse of driving just this side of sane. The less fortunate, or perhaps more accurately the Carnival of the Damned, included Eric C. Fox, finishing in P11. Eric's race was a tempestuous affair, marked by a relationship with the track that suggested a level of intimacy usually reserved for soap operas. On again, off again, a pit stop romance that knew no bounds. Lucas Wallace in P8, who spent more time swapping paint with the barriers than any self-respecting racer should, displayed a level of tenacity that was commendable, if not entirely logical. Wallace's erratic dance with destiny earned him a place in the annals of what on earth was he thinking? And then there's David Yezi, finishing in P6, a man who apparently mistook the race for a mobile chicane exhibition. Yezi, darting and weaving with the grace of a startled gazelle, proved that unpredictability can indeed be a strategy, albeit one that frightens sponsors and spectators alike. As the dust settled and the sun dipped below the horizon, creating silhouettes of the battered and bruised champions of the day, we were reminded that in motorsports, as in life, it's not about how you start, but how you finish. Unless, of course, you finish in P11, in which case it's mostly about explaining to your team why you thought the barriers needed a closer inspection. So hats off, or helmets rather, to the gladiators of the J2iCS Round 15. They came, they saw, they occasionally hit things that were not technically part of the racetrack. Here's to you, the daredevils, the speed demons, the slightly unhinged. May your engines roar fiercely, your brakes seldom fail, and your spirits never wane, at